You're not allowed to sit on the side of the road or on the sidewalk. If you would like, I can read to you directly from the DC pedicab regulations, if that would make you happy.
Well, actually, I was at a red light. Stopped. It's a red light like it is right now. So.
Green light while you were sitting there.
Well, I was actually right here on the sidewalk, and then you told me to pull off, and then I cut off, and it was a red light. Well, the red light. So I usually stop at red lights. Is that not something I should be doing? Or?
Do you stop on your bike, or do you pull it over and park against the curb and stop it?
I pulled over just like this. It was a red light, and I was going to continue on my way as soon as it turned green.
Were you on the bike to continue on your way?
I'm not sure what the question is, so.
Were you on your bike, on your pedicab, to continue when the light turned green?
I was just going to keep walking.
So you're going to walk down the road?
That was my plan, because I wasn't really sure what to do next.
Well then, if you want to go with the story that you were stopped here waiting for the red light, then you were past the stop line in the intersection on the crosswalk.
Well, I wasn't there until you told me I got the sidewalk, so.
Which you were illegally on.
Right, so and no matter what I was doing, it was illegal, is what you're saying, right? Right.
Pretty much.
Okay, that's fine.
I mean, if you really want to go with the story that you were waiting for the green light.
Well, it's not really any stories. I'm just trying to mind my own business and not be harassed by police officers such as yourself.
For doing illegal activities?
Well, I wasn't doing anything illegal in the first place, so.
Really?
Right. I mean, I know you think.
Are you sure about that?
Well, you think I was, so we'll just go with your story, I guess, right?
Are you really sure that you want to say you were doing nothing wrong?
Well, initially, is what I'm saying.
Initially?
Right. When
we first saw you, when we were sitting over there?
Right, I moved immediately when you told me to move, and so I moved.
So, initially, when we first contacted you, you were doing absolutely nothing wrong.
When you said over your loudspeaker, you know better, right? Is that what you're referring to?
When we initially contacted.
And you said, you know better over your loudspeaker. Is that what
it wasn't me, but.
Okay, yes. Well, you're a vehicle.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you weren't doing anything wrong there?
Well, I wasn't operating my pedicab on a sidewalk, if that's what you're saying. I was sitting on the sidewalk, not in operation. So, yes, I was not doing anything illegal.
All right. Let me see here.
Officer W. Clark, US Park Police.
My badge number is 110, if you'd like that too.
Number 110.
A pedicab may not be operated or parked on a sidewalk. DCMR 1213.4 subsection D.
Okay.
Were you parked on a sidewalk?
I guess.
You guess?
I guess that you, in your interpretation, I was, yes.
That's not an I guess. That's either a yes or a no. Were you parked on the sidewalk? Yes or no?
My vehicle is not moving on the sidewalk, so I guess that means parked.
So you admit you were parked on the sidewalk? I
don't agree with the definition of park, so I would say no, but you say yes. We can agree to disagree.
Was your vehicle in motion?
It was not in motion.
Then you were parked.
Okay, sounds good.
So you were doing something illegal then?
I was doing something highly illegal in your viewpoint, apparently. That's what it sounds like. So, yes.
Not my viewpoint. That was directly from the DC pedicab regulation.
Right. I understand them very thoroughly, probably as much as you do.
I highly doubt that.
Really? Okay, well, we can, again, agree to disagree.
Considering you were violating them, I highly doubt that.
Okay. Well, I mean, the other option, I guess, is to sit here and block traffic, which is not a very safe thing to do, so I thought it was being more safe by being on the sidewalk right here. As you can.
So you're just going to pick and choose which regulations you follow?
Well, I mean, the reality is that pedicabs are going to come by.
The reality is that you were doing something illegal, and you're trying to talk your way out of it?
I'm not trying to talk about it. I'm trying to explain to you. You asked me a question. I'm trying to answer the question. So I won't answer if you don't want me to answer it.
There's no right way for you to answer.
Okay, well,
you're doing something illegal. You're trying to talk your way out of it now.
I was just saying I was doing what I thought was the safest thing to do at that moment, which was be out of the way.
Something illegal.
Yeah, apparently the law here is not the safest thing, so I did something that was a little bit more safe and be off.
Would you rather be parked in the street? Because I can quote you another part of the regulation that says you're not allowed to do that either.
I'm sure no matter what you look at, you can quote and say I was doing something illegal. I'm sure you could, and I don't disagree with that, so I will not argue against that. I'm just telling you that the reality is pedicabs are going to keep coming through here, and if you designate us a place to stop, we'll go there. If you say go to the grass over there, we'll go to the grass. You know, if you tell us to go over there, we'll go over there. There's currently no, there's a lot of ambiguity in the law, and I appreciate that you have a...
There is no ambiguity in the law. You're not allowed to stop here, period.
Well...
To be parked in this, you need to be in a legal parking spot.
Okay.
Like you would park a car in.
Okay, so by getting off the road as you directed me, and I immediately followed too, would you agree that I did that? You don't agree, or?
I'm waiting for you to finish.
Well, assuming that I immediately left the spot, like you said, I got onto the road, and I was
green.
Well, it was actually red when I got off the.
Green.
Okay, well, that's your interpretation again, but was not correct.
There's only 3 colors to choose from.
Yeah, right now it's red. It was just like this when you pulled up to me. I even have it.
When we were stopped right here at the light, yes, it was red. And then when the light turned green, this one also turns green.
Right.
We continued through the intersection. You pulled your pedicab off here.
And it turned red again.
Sat here.
Well, it turned red again is what happened, but.
It turned red after we pulled up behind you.
Right. Well, that's again your interpretation.
Okay.
All right, sir. Here's a citation for being stopped in a restricted zone. All the information is on the back of the ticket.
All right.
I'm sure you know this.
Appreciate it.
Here's your ID back.
We'll see you next time.
Please be on your way.
I will be.
One final warning for you.
I'm ready.
Okay?
He's got enough warning.
A pedicab should not be parked in any restricted zones identified for other vehicles, including but not limited to parking meter zones, residential parking zones, valet parking zones, bus zones, and taxi cab zones. If I come across you again today, parked in an illegal zone, you're going to jail. You'll be disobeying a lawful order.
Okay.
Okay?
What happens if I'm not doing something illegal? Would you still arrest me if you see me again?
If you're not doing anything illegal, no.
Okay.
Like I said, if you are parked in a restricted zone, you will be going to jail.
Okay. Is the other side of Lincoln Memorial a restricted zone?
Go read the signs and find out.
Okay. Sorry?
There's a taxi cab stand on the south side.
Okay.
Park in there.
Okay. I appreciate the direction.